Here we have for sale our 2019 on a 19 plate Ford Transit Custom Sport. Sport is the spec. This is the 310 model, so 3.1 tonne gross vehicle weight. That gives you roughly about a tonne payload to go in the back of the van. This one has got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 170 PS in this particular example. That is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox, and this is the short wheelbase double cab van. So what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a short wheelbase double cab sport Transit Custom. We'll also have a really close look at the condition of this particular example, talk to you about the service history, what we've done to it during our preparation, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear, this particular van is spec'd with a rear tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which comes up like so. The other option which you can get is barn doors, which is 2 doors like so. You do get a lot of spec on a Sport as standard. So you've got, of course, the decals which you can see here on the van, all of the styling. So even the rear bumper corners here, which are slightly flared, the wheel arch extensions, the side skirts, all of that comes completely as standard from the factory. We'll come around to a bit more of the other bits which have been which are of course part of that kit as well. But in terms of more practical features, you get a reversing camera, you get rear parking sensors completely as standard as well. This particular van has also got a tow bar which has got 13-pin electrics. And in terms of condition here, while we're at the back of the vehicle, we're going to have a close look at the condition here of the rear tailgate. So having a look at the paintwork, it's all in really good order, to be fair. There is a little blemish just here on the sticker, high up there by my finger. But as we move slowly down, generally speaking, certainly considering the mileage on this particular van, it's in very, very good order. A couple of hairline marks, which you can just see here underneath the rear number plate, but they are hairline and very minor. And then a couple of little chips and touch-ins here just around the rear bumper. But as I say, all in all, certainly considering its mileage, I think in very good condition here at the rear end. And looking inside the load area then, I mean, this is exceptional in here, I would say. So it's brand new ply lining, of course, in the back, but the bulkhead is in really good order. You can see the exposed areas here in the back, looking very, very smart indeed. You can also see in the back of here, there's LED load lights, which of course on a day like today is not going to make much of a difference, but certainly in lower light conditions makes a big difference to the visibility in the back of the van. You can see we've got the tie down points as well dotted around the bottom of the vehicle there, so if you've got cargo moving around here in the back, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent. But yeah, lovely condition inside the back of there. Also having a look inside the tailgate as well, very, very smart. If we shut this then, we'll continue to go around the outside of the vehicle. So I can tell you a little bit about this vehicle, where it came from, how it's ended up here. So we actually took this vehicle in part exchange from a long-time customer of ours. We actually started supplying them vehicles probably 8 to 10 years ago. They have had this vehicle from brand new, so it's one owner from new, and I say we know them really well. They're local to us, and we know it's certainly not been doing any heavy work at all due to the nature of their business. It's got a lovely service history with it. So there's 3 previous services with the vehicle, which we've detailed in the description. And during our preparation, we have gone right through it again, giving it a further full service, crucially including a timing belt replacement, or what's known as a wet belt replacement. We also did rear discs and pads and front brake pads as well, I believe. So as I say, it has gone through a full bill of health, full service, and as I say, a new timing belt as well. So gives you peace of mind for a long time to come. Drives absolutely fantastic, this van. Looking down the driver's side then of the vehicle, so this is where I like to look in the reflections down the side of the van to give you a bit more of a sort of a dynamic angle here of what is going on in terms of any ripples or scratches or anything like that. A couple of tiny little chips here just to the decal above the below the Transit name there, but I must say, generally speaking, looking really, really nice. There's a little touch in just here, as you can see there. So the Sport does come with these very nice 17-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. Now there is a bit of corrosion here to the diamond cut of the alloy wheel. Unfortunately, that's very common, almost unavoidable really on diamond cut wheels, but they come with a nice gloss black finish on the interior, and then, as I say, a diamond cut finish to the face. And as I say, you'll probably see this corrosion dotted around all of the wheels really. A couple of little it's just sort of they go almost white in a couple of little areas. I'd say almost unavoidable, really, unfortunately. If we open up the driver's side loading door, so a factory double cab, of course, comes with twin side loading doors. Really handy for, of course, access into the rear of the vehicle. Of course, you've got Isofix compatibility on the 2 outer seats as well. On the floor then, fully carpeted on the floor, and you can see the condition of the step there. It's in really, really nice order. Now, a little bit of spec actually with the Sport is that Sports actually come as standard as a 5-seater. So it comes as standard with a captain's chair just there, which I think is really, really nice. And of course, as you've probably noticed in the back, you do get a half leather interior as well, which is really, really smart. There is a little bit of wear just to the edge of the bolster here on the driver's seat, but actually not bad at all, considering, as I say, considering the mileage. But I say that is worth noting. So the mileage then, 102,531 miles. But you can see there, it's all idling correctly, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. In terms of spec then, interior wise, we've already talked about the seats, so the half leather, and as I say, it comes with the 2 captain's chairs, so you get the same adjustability on the passenger seat that you do on the driver's seat, and you also get the armrest as well. But some of the other spec that you get inside here then, so we've got electric windows, electric folding mirrors. Of course, this van does come with 2 full remote flip keys, auto activated lights. On the right hand side, you also get auto activated wipers as well. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the left hand side then, got your cruise control there. You can control the volume for the radio. On the right hand side then, your onboard computer controls just there as well. The Sport also comes with this slightly larger screen in the middle here, which is a nicer view really, and a bit more, a few more controls to toggle there to suit your requirements. We've got a USB point and a 12-volt socket just there as well. And then into the center then you get the Sync 3 screen. So this gives you Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Of course, you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth as well. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, this is where your reversing camera is displayed. You also get air conditioning, heated wing mirrors, heated front seats, and also heated windscreen as well. So lovely spec there as standard. We've got another USB point and a 12-volt socket there. And then into the center then, underneath the handbrake, you can see this little hatch just here. If I can open that up, that gives you then a 3-pin 230-volt socket down there as well. Just to note, there are 2 stone chips which I can see here in the windscreen. So there's one just there and one there. Now we will have our windscreen specialist have a look at those. If they are able to be filled, you'll fill those and make sure they're not, of course, going to spread if that hasn't been done already. Continuing then around to the front, so as I mentioned, with the styling, you do get the wheel arch extensions, the side skirts, but then moving around to the front, there's the whole lower bumper, lower of the front bumper. That is unique to the Sport design. So you can see this is slightly more flared there, and it just ties in really nicely with the wheel arch extensions as well. The Sport comes with a unique grille, so it comes with gloss elements here on the three sort of veins there in the front grille, as opposed to a limited, which they would be chrome, and that actually ties in really nicely, I think, with sort of the rest of the styling, the stripes on the front of the van. Of course, unavoidable really. You do get a stone chipped. The bonnet is quite stone chipped, but as I say, that is unfortunately unavoidable on really any used van, but particularly one with 102,000 miles. They are going to get a few stone chips dotted around here on the bonnet, and as you say, on the stripe. Generally speaking, very presentable, but to get that right, you'd need to really paint the bonnet, maybe remove the decals, which in my opinion, you're almost better off just leaving it like that, I would say. Probably the most significant mark is just down here, so you can see that there is a scratch here which has been touched in neatly, so it does take the eye off it, but I say if I can see it, I'll gladly point it out to you. And there is a little mark just down here as well, again, which has just been touched in on the lower part of the bumper just there. And I say just general little stone chips and things. Front parking sensors, of course, come as standard, and I'm just looking for anything else which I can see on the van. But as I say, generally speaking, very presentable. But of course, remember, this is not a brand new vehicle. It's done 102,000 miles. But yeah, looking down the passenger side here, again, just having a look in those reflections, it doesn't, I've got to be honest, it doesn't look like this van has had any paintwork as far as I can see. It looks all very original. I don't believe there's any filler on the vehicle at all. It looks very clean and tidy. I must say, very, very straight. There's a little crease just here on the edge of the passenger door. If I open up the passenger rear door then, so as I say, just gives you another aspect of the rear seats. Looking at the step there, and also the step into the front, and also the passenger door card just there. Having a look at the dashboard from this angle, so you can see, hopefully the sun, if I can guard it from the sun there, but looking at the dashboard, the glove box all in really good order. And same with the passenger seat. Passenger seat is in lovely condition indeed, and as I say, you do get height adjustability here and height adjustability of the front of the seat, which is known as thigh adjustment. So just to summarize then, this is a one owner from new 2019 on a 19 plate Ford Transit Custom Sport double cab. So it's the 310 model, so 3.1 ton gross vehicle weight. This has got the 2 litre Eco Blue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 170 PS, which is roughly 170 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, short wheelbase, lovely condition throughout, it must be said. Of course, a few marks and chips and things like that, of course, as you would expect with 102,000 miles, but lovely service history. As I say, 3 previous services, and during our preparation we've given it a 4th service, which included the timer belt replacement. When we do that as well, we do it properly. So we replace the sump, the timing cover. Of course, naturally, you're dropping the oils, having a new oil filter. The oil pump belt is done as well at the same time. So we really do it thoroughly and do a proper job with that. We also had new rear discs and pads, and also new front pads as well. So as I say, it is a clean bill of health, ready to drive away straight away. And the vehicle, of course, like all of ours, which are outside of manufacturer's warranty, will come with 12 months AA warranty. If you'd like to see the full ad of it, if you haven't seen already, I'd urge you to head over to our website there, bridgeendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the price, the description, and the photography of the vehicle. We can also arrange finance at very competitive rates, whether that be for private individuals or for limited companies. We can deliver our vehicles nationwide, and we can take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.